You're listening to TayRadio Marin, a show run by youth in Marin County to inspire, educate, and be heard, with your host, Annalie Reyes.
And your co-host, Santi Hernandez.
And your co-host, Minsoon.
Thank you for joining us this week on Tay Radio. Make sure to tune in every Friday at 4 p.m. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at TayRadio Marin.
Welcome back to TayRadio, everyone. I'm your host, Annalie Reyes. Your co-host, Santi, and I are real excited for you guys to be on today's show and be watching or listening to us through the radio. And we really appreciate your time and support throughout this journey of Tay, and excited to start a new year with Tay and getting better with the whole show.
Happy New Year, TayFam! I'm so excited to start this new year with all of you and share what we're learning with Annalie and share my experience, what goes on in my life, and what I can share that can help you guys. And to start off, 2020 was an interesting year and an unexpected year for everybody. And I think taking that, going on into 2021, we might have a lot of questions. We might feel that this year is very different and it might get complicated along the way. And I've been reading this book called, the title is kind of strange, but I found a quote and I just think it's so powerful and I want to share with you guys. And it's the truth of it is you are winning at the life you have. So many of us complain, including myself, about the life, about where I am and what I see in the future, what I want for myself. But in reality, we are winning at the life we have. The life we have is we've built up to it. If you really think about it, all the decisions you've taken has come to this moment. So whatever you are doing right now and you're upset about what's going on, remember that you are winning at that life. So taking that and thinking about that, you can decide how you want to win at your life from here on out. So if you don't like what you're seeing, let's take time to evaluate and work on the life that we want, because no matter what, you are winning at life, and it might feel like you're losing, but you're winning at the life you chose, which is kind of deep if you really think about it. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Annalie, who's going to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
So without further ado, we'll be talking about the second stimulus check that is being planned to be sent out soon for people who are unemployed because of the pandemic of COVID-19. We will try to be as specific as we can with this information, and also provide links for you guys to get information, correct information, in fact, from the government, so that you guys can be well informed. And yeah, so I wanted to just go back a little bit in time and talk about the first paycheck that they gave out for unemployment. And it was just something that everyone was expecting, because there was a ton of people unemployed, and it was a lot of worry for many people, and it was just difficult, especially with rent, and everyone was worried how they're going to pay for rent and if they're going to be homeless. And I know the government is really trying to prevent that from happening, because then it would just be a whole big mess if everyone was homeless. And I'm sure there's many ideas or solutions that can help solve these problems. And one of them is actually the stimulus check. So, a fact that I learned was that Federal government is one of many few that does not have a balanced budget. The states and local do have a budget for money and where they're going to send that money to, but the federal government does not have a budget because it's benefiting everyone. And I think that's what makes sense for me, that the federal government is for everyone, so no one loses anything, if that makes sense. But right now we are in a recession, and if you do not know what a recession is like a business cycle contraction, when there's a general decline in economic activity. And so right now we are in a recession because not many people are spending money in local businesses or out in stores. Mainly they are shopping online, but there can be times where we're on lockdown and we only go outside to get stuff that is necessary. So that's what causes a recession, when there's a decline in economic activity. And there's many like big companies that are not earning as much money as they would without the pandemic. Like, for instance, traveling has, like, the amount of people traveling is restricted. Therefore, like, an airline is not earning as much money as they would without a pandemic. In a recession, it is during this time where you need to print money and be on the deficit spending mode. And if you do not know what's a deficit spending is the amount by which spending exceeds revenue or a particular period of time. It can be called differently, like the budget deficit or the simply deficit, and the opposite would be a budget surplus. Many people think that, they should hold their money during this pandemic, but there's been data that's best to keep the amount of spending in order for the economy to be well and good. Because if you hold on to that money and then there's not going to be any money flowing, and so if you hold on to your money, then you won't be able to earn the money that you would usually receive, if that makes sense. It's a flow of money, and if you keep something, then it stops your flow of money that you can get back, because everyone is holding their money, and it's not balanced, and we want a balanced system with the flow of money. And so it is time where there should be less money coming into the government and more money coming out in terms of supporting the citizens. And I agree with this totally, because right now, people, I don't know, the government should not be taking money from taxes and stuff, especially when there's people who cannot pay rent. So I feel like it's more time of the government giving money to those who need it in order to sustain their life that they had before the pandemic hit.
Thank you, Annalie, for sharing. It is very important to understand how the flow of money works. I know a lot of people might not have enough information about it, and the flow of money basically runs communities, cities, because it's how the money works. So you sell something, you buy it, and the money keeps moving. And Anna explained it very well, that if everybody keeps holding on to the money, there's no money moving around. And that's happening now because of the pandemic, and people are afraid to spend money because how will you pay your expenses? However, I encourage you all to seek information, get informed about your options. And yes, the government can give out money. Sadly, it won't give it out to everybody, and that's just the reality of it. So I encourage you all to find more information and don't just sit and wait for the government to give you money. Find options. There's always going to be options, and just get informed. That's the one thing I can say, and that I've learned, is that we can't wait for the government to give us money. That shouldn't be our only hope to get through the pandemic. So I'm going to be answering some questions that a lot of people have been asking frequently, and one is what I see in the calculator of the exact amount, is that what's the amount that I'm going to receive? And no, that's not the amount you're going to receive. It all kind of depends on the documents you send out, your information, and that's based on how much money you receive from the government. Do I have to pay taxes on unemployment compensation? And yes, you do. You have to pay taxes to be able to get benefits from the government. So that's an interesting part as well. It kind of depends when you will receive the benefits. There's no exact date. It kind of varies from people to people. So you're just going to have to be patient and wait. And fun fact, just putting it out there, my family, on the first wave of money the government was giving, my family did not receive the benefits due to my mom having legal issues with her citizenship. And so because my dad was married to someone who her legal status was not a U.S. citizen or a resident, he was not able to get any money for my siblings and I, which is a fun fact. How do you apply for unemployment benefits? And Annalie mentioned this, and it kind of runs by every state. So depending where you are, your state will have unemployment programs, and you can apply through that. So yeah, and now I'm going to give you back to Annalie, who's going to share more.
Made this. Let's do this shit. Hey, it's Craig Summer. Michael Christmas. Let's do this. Good vibes, late nights, summer days, it's alright. Really love a girl that wanna spend the night.
Welcome back. The song you were listening to was by Crepe. You can stream his music on Spotify at Crepe. If you are or know a local artist, send our music via email or DM at TayRadio Marin. We strongly recommend you to send your music. It's because it's pretty cool listening to your passion and what you like to hear and what you created, which is interesting and cool, and I think a lot of people would appreciate listening something different, and not like the normal songs, if that makes sense. Next, we'll be talking about what it was like for the first stimulus check, like who was applicable, and I did research this on Monday of this week, so maybe the information that I might be saying in the future might be already updated, and so it may be some different information. So I will put a link where you can get this information and get the updated information as well. So, people who are applicable for the first stimulus check, they were actually put in categories in order for the government to give out a certain amount of money to people who were unemployed due to the pandemic of COVID-19. In general, most people received $1,200, and for every children 16 or under, the parents will receive another $500. If the person is single, has social security number, is a U.S. resident with AGI, adjusted gross income, of $75,000 or less, they would get the full amount. If the person was married, had no children, the AGI was $150,000 or less, they would receive $2,400. If it was a full head household, and can receive full payment if their adjustment growth income is $112,500. So this is what got a little bit complicated for me. Like, I didn't really understand, but it has been said that for every $100 made of $75,000, your payment decreases by $5 and can go all the way up to $99,000. An example would be a single person with no children earning $85,000 per year, and they will just receive $700 because $500 would get out because of their high income. Since the limit is $75,000, they're earning $85,000. So that's why $500 are out. A difference from the first stimulus check and the second stimulus check is that there's going to be more unemployment people receiving money, and the signing of this bill that's actually coming up can prevent evictions of many Americans renters for another month, meaning this month until next administration is sworn in. So I'm not sure how updated this information is, but we will give you a link. And so, yeah, our president Donald Trump has signed the COVID-19 relief bill, and it extended the unemployment benefits, it delayed elections, and it delivered stimulus checks to millions. So this bill is important to many Americans, especially during these hard times. So yeah, thank you for listening my part, and I hope you continue hearing more with Santi, who will be talking next.
Are you in an unhealthy relationship? Are you a victim of a crime? Need someone to talk to? Well, the Victim Witness Program is able to help you by giving you the support and help that you need to be safe. You can call the Victim Witness Program at 415-473-5080. Again, the number is 415-473-5080.
So much information, and I hope you guys are learning and you guys can apply what we're sharing with you guys. So for those who want to apply to the benefits that the government is going to give out, you should contact your state's unemployment insurance program, and that all depends on where you're located. And generally, you should file your claim with the state where you work. So I know that's if you are somewhere else and you want to file, it doesn't work, you should apply for where the state you were working. And when you file a claim, you will be asked for certain information such as your address, the dates of your former employment. To make sure your claim is not delayed, be sure to give complete and correct information. Since this is all going to the government and they're going to check all of this, make sure that all your information is correct, and that way you can receive your benefits. Find the contact information for your state's unemployment office to start your claim. And again, just Google that, and that should give you the correct website to go to.
Yo, CeeLo killed this shit.
Yeah, she made me heartless. She hopping in the mosh pit. Yeah, she made me wanna drop. She made me wanna lock it. She wants my mind, I lost it. She wants my heart, but it's rotten. Yeah, I got a black heart. I'm a rock star. Running out of patience, baby, I'm not a doctor. Running past my enemies, but I think I lost her. Stuck up in the clouds, in my thoughts, I need to talk to her. Talk to her, talk to her. It's a massacre, my mind's starting to blur. Yeah, I need to find the light. Spent too much time in this darkness. I was so low, she told me she's my mistress. I was tripping out, all I did was listen. Rolling up again, I know I'm a misfit. You fucking with my mental, please keep your distance. Yeah, stay away. You bring me so much pain. You a demon, I can see it in your fangs. I can't think cause you fucking with my brain. I'm starting to feel sick, but I can't feel shit. Yeah, numb to the touch, but the emotions are built. I'm in the clouds, baby, I'm about to trip. Yeah, I'm about to flip. Yeah, she made me heartless. She hopping in a mosh pit. Yeah, she made me wanna drop. She made me wanna lock it. She wants my mind, I lost it. She wants my heart, but it's rotten. Yeah, I got a black heart, I'm a rock star. Running out of patience, baby, I'm not a doctor. Running past my enemies, but I think I lost her. Stuck up in the clouds, in my thoughts, I need to talk to her. Running through this maze, backward to the face. I don't feel phased, but I've seen better days. And I wish I can go back, can go back, can go back. And I wish I could do it with you. And I wish I could just talk to you. Yeah, king of the underworld, the devil is you. Yeah, she fed me all these lies, yeah, I don't even know the truth. No, no, yeah, girl, I don't know. You putting on a show, she's putting on the powder, yeah, she's sipping on the snow. Yeah, we
Yo, CeeLo killed this shit.
Yeah, she made me heartless. She hopping in a mosh pit. Yeah, she made me wanna drop. She made me wanna lock it. She wants my mind, I lost it. She wants my heart, but it's rotten. Yeah, I got a black heart, I'm a rock star. Running out of patience, baby, I'm not a doctor. Running past my enemies, but I think I lost her. Stuck up in the clouds, in my thoughts, I need to talk to her. Talk to her, talk to her. It's a massacre, my mind's starting to blur. Yeah, I need to find the light. Spent too much time in this darkness. I was so low, she told me she's my mistress. I was tripping out, all I did was listen. Rolling up again, I know I'm a misfit. You fucking with my mental, please keep your distance. Yeah, stay away. You bring me so much pain. You a demon, I can see it in your fangs. I can't think cause you fucking with my brain. I'm starting to feel sick, but I can't feel shit. Yeah, numb to the touch, but the emotions are built. I'm in the clouds, baby, I'm about to trip. Yeah, I'm about to flip. Yeah, she made me heartless. She hopping in a mosh pit. Yeah, she made me wanna drop. She made me wanna lock it. She wants my mind, I lost it. She wants my heart, but it's rotten. Yeah, I got a black hole.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm so excited for 2021. 2020 was an amazing year. It was my first year with Tay. And 2021, I have new ideas. We have new ideas with Annalie, and we can't wait to share with you guys more information and just enjoy this journey with all of you. And I know 2021 is no one knows what's going to happen. But remember that you are the answer to the answers that you are looking for. You might be looking for answers outside, but you are the only person who's going to get you out from where you are, the challenge you're facing, the situation that you are. You are the one. So you are everything you need to get up and find solutions. And I know it's going to be hard. You're going to face a lot of challenges. We're all going to face a lot of challenges. But remember, you are great and you are powerful. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Lastly, I want to remind you all to do your research and apply to all of these opportunities that the government is giving out. I know many families might feel embarrassed or ashamed that they're asking for help, but during a pandemic, nobody knows what's going on, especially for our generation. It's unknown territory. So I want to encourage you all to go beyond what we talked about today and go onto the websites and see if you qualify, because help is help, and it can help you with your family. or if you're an individual, it can help you with a lot. So go out and learn more about what are the funds that the government are giving out and how that can help you. However, like I said before, just keep in mind that it's not your only option. Let it be part of your solution, but not your only solution. So I encourage all of you to do that, and I hope that our show today helps you guys to seek more information. Thank you guys so much for watching during 2020. We talked about so many different topics, including the presidential election, climate change. We talked about the Tisconia March that has a huge impact on the community in Marin. We talked about protests in different countries. We talked about stress relief options and things one can do. We talked about Christmas, New Year's, and we got to know more together. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch the show or listen to the show. It really means a lot to us. We are grateful. We're excited for 2021. It's going to be a new journey. We're going to go through it together. And we have so many ideas, so many new plans with Annalie. And I know Annalie's working really hard. And we're so excited for you to having the show every week and learning new things. It's an honor and a blessing to be part of TayRadio because we get to learn about the topics we talk about. We're not just talking about the topics randomly. We do our research, and it really means a lot to us for all of you guys to tune in every week. So thank you. And lastly, I just want to remind you all that these past few months and this whole year that passed in 2020, it was really unknown territory. We didn't know what was coming. It wasn't something that we've gone through before. It was all new. And for many of us, we were looking for answers all the time. We were in, economic situations and emotional situations that came up during the pandemic. And I just want to remind you guys that the only answer that I think is the most important is you. You are the answer. You're the only one who is willing to take action to find the things that you need and that are necessary to you. So I just want to remind you guys that that you guys are great, awesome, and you're powerful. So no matter what, you are capable to achieve anything you set your mind to. You will face so many challenges. Everybody will, and your challenge is not going to be the same. Everybody's going to face different challenges. The challenges are there to make you stronger. However, you yourself can make those challenges bring you down. So just keep in mind that you are the answer to your challenges. You just gotta push hard because you have that ability to get out of what you're facing. So just want to wish you guys a happy new year, and we're so excited with Annalie to continue the show. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
This is the end of our show for this week. Make sure to catch us next week at 4 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram at TayRadio Marin.